Hi guys, welcome to my video. I'm not a teacher. It's the fastest way to follow. It will be very simple. We need to prepare the following. The first is IDE Integrated Development Environment, used for programming purposes. IDE Writer developed by JetBrains. I have been using Visual Studio for almost 2 years. At that time, Writer was a paid software. I don't have money to buy. Writer is now free. Go to Writer's website. The price can be checked here. In the pricing section you will see a free version. The free version is for non-commercial use only. Like my Revit plugins, most of them are free. Go ahead and download the file. I have already downloaded it, so I will not download it again. After you install it, it would look like this. Writer is quite smooth and stable. It also supports C# very well. C# is the main language we use. Free is so good, there is no reason not to use it. Next up is the Revit software. There's got to be one. Here we're going to use Revit 2025 or later. The reasons are as follows. From Revit 2025 and above only use Netcore 8. This release will no longer use the 4.8 Net frameworks. Netcore is a platform for a wide range of devices. Net frameworks are outdated. C# is a programming language, but to run and build applications in C#, you need a runtime and framework. That's the role of .NET Core. You can see more details on this website. Information below the description of the video. There are links as follows. You can visit the Building Coder by Mr. Jeremy. I also use his code. From here you can read the information. From Revit 2025 we'll use Netcore 8. Stop using Net frameworks. That's why I asked to use Revit 2025 or later. There's a lot of change, so I only guide the new version. Don't go back to the old one. For Revit, you install it yourself. Autodesk's direct downloads on the web. Account Manager Sectio. If used for academic purposes, you can use education. Some websites sell Revit licenses very cheaply. I don't know why. I think they sell education. Education is not allowed to be sold. I don't know why they sold it. You can also use a computer in the company and install the software according to the instructions to do. Next are the important plugins. The first is Revit Lookup. I have a link in the description. Versions are accessible for download. Revit Lookup is used to discover analysis and operatio. Database on Revit. When clicking on an object in Revit, it'll show up on a board. In the table we can see the properties of element. You may not understand at first, but once you get used to it, it's easy to see. It's all in the Revit API document. Very easy to look up. Revit lookup is very important. Click on the download. Find the right version, 2025. It can be multi-user or single user. According to me, single user. Next is Audin Manager. It is a Vietnamese app. The author's name is Chuang Mep. When you're done programming, we're going to use this Audin to run the program always. It doesn't take time to debug, or does not take time to open Revit. Open and close Revit many times. This application can reload the plugin immediately, so the test time is fast. In the next video, I will guide you more specifically. Compared with Writer's debugging function, I think there are also advantages and disadvantages, but as far as I can tell, this is the best, and usually I will combine this with Writer's debug. So it should be people. Below it will sample code, and we're going to run this sample code. Next, Revit API docs. Used to guide programming. Look up the API structure. Includes classes, properties, methods, events and enums provided by Revit. When I shot this video, it wasn't updated
Currently
until
most visited
2025.
to 2026 tangles.
Here we'll have a structure like this. These are classes. Next to the members, it is full in here. The structures you need to look up. In members, including methods and properties. You can read the description to understand more. I also just introduced the basics because I don't understand the nature. I am not a professional developer. Simple code with the right steps. You will understand. The program can run. You can find out more later. Next is ChatGPT. Once upon a time without ChatGPT, learning is much easier now. So for the 5 main categories, you have to install the 3 items above. After you have installed the software, open up Revit. I'm going to open a sample project here. This template project is a legendary file. Why is it called a legend? BCAUSE. Most of us debug on this file. However, from Revit 2024 onwards, Autodesk has replaced the template file. Revit's new template project is quite heavy. I always use the old model. For me, this is a legendary project file. Because it's so light and smooth, you can test all the basic functions. In fact, it's partly because My computer is pretty weak. You can't even update to Windows 11. I just tested with this model. In the sample project, on the menu bar, go to the Add-ins tab. You will see the Add-in Manager and Revit Lookup. I'll try Revit Lookup first. I choose any object. Go to Revit Lookup. Snoop Selectio. This table will show all the parameters. Related to the selected object. The selected audience is Family Instant. Family is loaded into the project. Put family in the project. Below are the types of family. The name of this type is 9 meters high. Next to element ID. The right column is a list of members of the Family Instance class, including methods, properties, which can be looked up in Revit API documents. Now I'm going to Revit API docs. I'm going to find the element class. Element is a class. Family Instant is an element
members
class.
that
element has, Family Instant also
I
has.
will
Find the element class. It will appear as follows. You can read the description of the class element. Most of the objects in Revit will belong to the element class. In the element class, there will be many classes. Each of these inherited classes, there will be common elements. And at the same time, it has its own properties of itself. I'm going to see members of the element class. As you can see, first are the methods. Below are the properties. These parameters are the same as in the Revit lookup table. For example, a property called parameters, or other parameters such as locatio or level ID. How to use Revit lookup. I found the members of the class. Just found the value. When you click the parameters property, it'll show another board. It will show all the parameters. For example, you can see the level, or family, family type, etc. That is, when you program, you're going to go into these properties. Under the element class, class instance, then family instance. The instance class inherits the element class. Class family instance K. That means all the members of the class above. The class below is also available. The instance class will have members of class element. The family instance class, it inherits the class instance. It also inherits the element class. Maybe you don't quite understand, but if you do a lot, you will understand. Example of the room property. You will know this family. Which room is it? Even from this room. You can find other objects as well. That saves a lot of time. Now open up Writer. Click on New Solutio. Click on the class library. You look at the target framework. Here you can find Net 8.0. If you have not installed Net 8.0, click Install. When finished, it will appear like this. You can do the same. Let's call it Essential Setup. Click Create. This creates a completely empty solution. There's absolutely nothing empty. You can see it. Members of Net 8.0. I'm going to add Revit's library. Right-click on Net 8.0. Select Reference. Add from. You find the path of Revit. You go to the folder containing Revit. Go to Drive C. Go to Program Files folder. Go to the Autodesk folder. Go to Revit 2025 folder. You type in the search box Revitopy. I will load two files as Revit API UI. Another file is the Revit API. This is how you load those two files. These two files are the main ones. We will try it on the Class 1 file. Go to the Add-in Manager page. Copy the sample code. Paste into Class 1 in Writer. Don't just paste it on the namespace. Next we will build. Build successfully. In Revit, the Add-ins tab, Add-in Manager Manual Mode. Load the DLL file. At Writer's announcement line, you copy the link back. Then paste in Windows Explorer. You notice the build folder. Writer builds a lot of DLL files. It's all taken from Revit's DLL file. We're going to need to cut back. Then build again. Go to Writer. You choose Revitopy and Revitopy. Right-click. Select Properties. Uncheck the Copy Local section. When building it will not build the whole Revit API library. Then we build again. Revit is available. Rebuild successfully. Now the build folder is neat. Delete all unnecessary folders. It's just like this. Go back to Revit. Continue loading the DLL file. Paste the build directory path that contains the DLL file. Select the DLL file and open it. Now you guys run it. Double-click. Nothing happened yet. We haven't written functional code yet. Just don't apologize. Now let the program work. I will try to run the task dialog class. You can find it in Revit API docs. Use this class to display notifications. Here they already have examples. Long and detailed code. We're going to copy this prototype. Copy a guy. Put it in the writer. Remove excess code. Import type. Import Revit's library into. The code looks messy. You do the cleanup. Select Class 1, right-click. Perform reformat and cleanup. This is just copy. And there's no need to understand anything. We'll run it first. Now I will build it again. Okay, go to Revit. Let's run it. Run successfully. Close it. We'll try to change some values. Replace Hello Revit. Fill in any value to run the test. Go to Revit and select Faceless Mode. To run DLL file quickly. The program has changed. I'll show you part of the structure. Why does it have these? Code that has two signs. They are comments. This comment will not work. Program are you? Shortcuts for quick comments. Is CTRL plus K plus U. You can type two signs. Or press at the beginning of this line. The code will become a CTRL plus K plus U. Press a guy. It will return to the command line. Next below. It's like a directory tree. From common data. Access to Applicatio. It's this application. From Applicatio. We can extract a lot of information, like the Revit version number. Or version name. I try to run again. It will display Revit's information. ActiveEdit is the open project. Revit is called Active Document. I can extract it. Yes, but information. The name of the open project. The name of the active view is open. For a common link, you're back. Revit API Docs. From Talks Dialog class. Find the Add Common Link method. Common buttons. Default Budo. All can be viewed in the Properties section. When pressing a command, it will show the structure. You follow the structure. In the API document, it's very simple, isn't it? According to him, completely OT difficult. This is just a basic example that you can take the first step. Revit API. Then it's just the typing part not in here, I think. It's not hard, since we've had this basic. And then you can completely build the apps you want. Thank you and see you guys in the following videos.